Me or you?
I'll start.
You'll start. Okay.
Welcome to another episode of the Concast. This is Jordan, the very opinionated man. I'm Ruben, the slightly less opinionated man. Today we're going to watch
Cavemen. We're watching Shoot to Kill, their new video.
I think this is the fourth Caveman video that they've made.
Yep.
These are the Store brothers. I think their last name is Cave.
Some of them are, yeah.
No, the ones in these videos. Anyway, let's go.
So Ruben's seen this already. This is my first time watching it. I saved it up for this, so we're both pretty excited. We're also trying out some new mics for this one, so let us know if the audio quality sucks. I mean, we'll probably see anyway.
We'll be able to tell.
But you might as well tell us too.
Yeah, comment, guys.
Comment.
Really get engaged.
Okay, I'm excited for this because I feel like Store does a lot of like huge stuff, like huge production stuff, and this is like more like parkour based. Like you see him do a lot of big jumps, but like less parkour training. And from what I've heard about this video, there's a lot of like just dope lines and like.
Right. No, I think that's.
It's just them training.
Yeah.
Which is sick. I think that's a big jump.
The media that we've gotten used to seeing from Store has been like pretty. It's been very produced over like the last little while, and so seeing this video where it's just more focused on it's just lines, and like actual focus on. I mean, obviously all their content is parkour focused, but seeing something like this where it's like, okay, we just want the movement to be as good as possible.
I know one thing I'm like hopeful for in this video, again, I haven't seen it yet, is we see a lot more like vaulting and stuff. Like we see a lot of like running pre's and like running gaps and stuff like that.
Right. I like this one a lot.
Oh, that was filmed super cool. How did they get the camera over that wall?
I do not know.
Oh, that's so sick. Yeah, how did they film that? Camera going over the wall, or the wall ends there.
I wonder if they had it on a stick and he was standing on the wall and like
moving it, or this is
pulled it over.
Is it a drone shot?
Okay, this is cool right here.
Oh man, oh that's so sick. That was so cool. How steep is this roof? And is that all tin?
I feel like it is all tin and like decently steep.
Man, that's a sharp building for some reason. Why are all its things sticking out just like triangles? Like look at the door, the windows there. Like
I don't know.
A lot of sharp angles.
Although, one thing that I think in general about this video too is the lines actually like go longer than you expect sometimes.
Yeah.
Like a lot of times I was like, okay, that's gonna be it. Like he's gonna jump down, and for this particular line, it's like, oh, there's another one he's gonna land on, and then
he's done there. Going. You think he's done there?
This is a little sick transition there.
Yeah, that was cool.
Over.
Nice. Oh, I love these spots. It's just roofs.
Yeah,
I wish we had.
The architecture, I mean,
yeah, it's good for it. I like their setup that they made there. It looks like just like plywood leaned up against there.
Just to give you a little bit of a launch.
Yeah. Like
I wish I could see how big that jump actually was.
It looks huge. It looks really big. Like if you look at the van next to there, like you could easily fit a couple in there. Like
right.
That's a big jump.
This is neat. I like this line because of how almost unexpected it is. Like you think he's just gonna do the descent, and then he finishes and goes to the windowsill.
Yeah, I think I'm, pun intended, very desensitized to descents now. Just because like looking at this, it just looks too small.
Right.
Like the drop down from like each ledge, it feels like he's doing like twice as many drops as he should.
Just because you've watched so many actual,
like descents where people have to full like actually get airtime on, whereas that one like he didn't.
I think this line also includes like the one misstep, or maybe one of two missteps right there in the whole video.
Yeah, that one's more like, it looks to me like they just tried to like hard 90 degree.
Well, and that's what it is too. Like you're landing on that ledge and then you have to hard 90.
Yeah.
And so I just wanted to point it out.
Even like this, that descent was like faster and a little bit more smooth. Like it just looked better.
It also didn't have the continuation like the other one did. It was just a run out.
Yeah, just down and go.
So
yeah. It's almost like boring. Like are you bored by descents now?
I think it depends. I think if I've seen it done and it's like somebody like hitting it just to say like, oh, I've done the descent.
I've done that one. Yeah. Like or like parking garage ones, which are all like similar. Yeah, I feel like at that point I'm almost getting bored from them.
But training them, I think that's why they're still around, is because hitting them and doing them is actually like such a huge.
True.
It's a big milestone for somebody who doesn't or hasn't done them in the past.
Yeah, I know, like, and I mean like only as like a viewer. Like not as like an athlete, like thinking they're like outdated or boring to do or train or something like that, but just like as a viewer, just like watching them is like if I was on Instagram and I saw a descent on like a parking garage, I'm not gonna watch it because I've seen a descent on a parking garage before. Like does that make sense?
No, I know what you mean, especially if it's one that you've seen everybody hit before. It's like, okay, I know how this one goes.
Is this video in black and white the whole time?
No.
How did we get here?
I don't know if you've noticed. Obviously,
it's been losing it the whole time?
No, it's been going back and forth. That onto the door.
That sketchy door moving?
Yeah. That gives it kind of like a almost that like rough skateboarder feel where it's like the gritty feel. I like that.
I really like his hand on the wall next to him. His right hand touches the wall, and I think that adds to like the grit of it.
Right.
He's like, I'm just shooting this way, and he puts his hand on the wall to like pass past it.
Right.
Yeah, right under the door.
I think this is one of
I'm into this line. I'm very into this line.
This is obviously
that's so sick.
This is one of the better lines in the video for sure, and the way it is shot.
Good.
I mean, obviously this video is shot really well the whole time, but this is one of the highlights, I would say, as far as movement and cinematography goes.
That's so well done. Okay, so cinematography, where's the camera guy? He drops.
There must be maybe another roof that's like, maybe he's
still on a roof like above him? Yeah, he's on a building there, just filming around the corner.
He's just on the edge.
Oh, it's so good. Okay, so
I have a question for you. How much do you think that area, like the line that he's following here, like it just lends itself so well to like the line that he does? How much do you think that line built itself versus him actively thinking about it?
Well, I think the first part, like the angled piece right before he dashes that rail, is like perfectly set up for it. Like that step up to the dash is like perfect. I think the transition here, I think could have been better. But I think the same idea where you're coming out of this
right here, you mean? In this jump.
In that jump. So he comes out of the dash over the rail, and he's like at the same height after he hops down the stairs once. He's at the same height as where he's landing. So that like automatically builds itself, just jump straight out.
Jump straight out.
You'll land on it. I wish he would have done like a transition there and not just like eaten the drop.
Oh, something just to smooth it up a little bit.
Smoothing it up a little bit. It just feels like there could be a move in there and you chose not to put one in, instead just fall.
Even, I guess, if looking at it from that point of view, he could have chosen to step vault out there instead of just putting to it.
Or like hands-on, like dash again, or anything like that.
But I like how he goes to the edge there instead of all the way to the ground.
Yeah, that's so sick. And maybe that's why he ended up doing it. But yeah, he goes to the edge, he doesn't take any steps and just goes into that Kong. He lands his Kong sideways, already reaching out, and just like he starts spinning and keeps spinning all the way into the full, and then all the way off that edge too.
That lazy down.
That lazy down.
That makes the whole line.
Yeah, it's so good. His conservation of his like rotation momentum is very, very good. Oh yeah, that was a good line. Oh, so big.
I feel like I'm even desensitized to gaps
roof
like
gaps.
that.
Yeah. Well,
unless you're there, it's hard to tell.
Yeah, I was gonna say like camera like views of it. You're like, I don't know how big this is.
How wide is this lens? Or how far back are you standing?
Yeah. It's hard to tell how big it is.
Obviously it's big, but it's hard to put it in perspective.
I do really like, okay, that was whack. Before we get there, I really like how these shots are all like from the same height or looking down. I know a lot of shots people do of roof gaps are like from the street view or something, like looking up and seeing people go across the gap.
But
I like these ones.
It's also hard to tell perspective from down looking up.
It is. I just really like how that shows like your takeoff and your landing quite a bit better.
Right.
Which is like the part I care about. I don't care about the spectacle of you flying over a street as much.
But that's because you've done the sport for a long time.
That's true. Yeah. Okay, hold on. We gotta talk about the roll line first because we kept on talking about that. That transition felt a little weird there too.
It didn't feel as interesting, I think, as the rest of this video. But why
does that look so weird?
That transition to the roll, I think, makes up for it as far as the line being interesting.
Yeah.
It's because he just like belly flops.
He just belly flops. That's wild. Oh, this line is sick. Decided I just really like when people spin.
Just more?
Just more.
So like go back.
He spins on the wall.
So it's left. He actually does two steps, one on the sill, one on the wall.
Yes.
And he's turning into the
left,
wall.
right, and then right foot down on there.
And then reversing out.
Yeah.
360.
With another 360 on the way out, yeah.
Right.
So he like essentially just hops his foot from the wall to the ledge. Not quite like go steppy. That's so sick.
I have something to say about this line.
About this line?
I do.
Something you like or something you don't like?
I don't know yet. So look at this.
What a controversial opinion.
This first, oh, too far. Anyway,
too far. We're gonna watch this one
first
again.
jump looks like he sets up for a big plyo and then just like doesn't jump.
That's funny.
You see what I mean?
Yeah, that's super weird.
It's gonna be a big plyo and there's nothing there.
How big is that he jumps up onto?
It's tiny.
Like, why does he not like Kong?
Oh, you mean the ledge?
Like, why would you not Kong pre this if you don't want height?
Yeah, that step
seems
up
like a
flip
weird,
was really nice.
A weird choice.
Yeah. This
like,
looked
it works.
nice though.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna get like too much height on that step out flip.
And over rotate.
Well, no, and just like land falling instead of moving forwards.
Right.
Like I feel like that's the thing when you're doing any walkout flips in lines where you want to keep moving forwards is you want your flip to be lower.
Yeah.
Rather than like good height.
Should go back a second. So one more. I'm wondering what the effectiveness of the wall tap is.
Like, could you have just made it there with just the running jump?
Because I'm pretty sure attack, especially on a flat sidewall like that, it's pretty difficult to do that in such a way that you'll have more power and distance than if you had just like running jumped. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know I definitely wouldn't look at like tacks that I can't running jump a whole lot.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I'm just questioning like I guess.
Oh, now we get to see what that roof looks like from the top.
Yeah, it looks very steep.
Yeah, that looks, dang. Oh, it's just the like, how slippery is it? Like it looks like tin.
It looks like if you didn't have those things to step off of, you would fall. That's
it's just it's metal. It's not tin. But still, did he roll through a puddle at the end?
Where?
I'm pretty sure there's a puddle right in front of him, and he gets his hands down. I don't know if he like QMs or
right
rolls.
There.
Yeah.
Is that a puddle or is that just discoloration on the roof?
Oh, might just be that.
I think the puddle. The puddle
the close one.
The puddle is on the left, and there's just discoloration.
That would suck.
Yeah.
That would suck. I really liked how much movement was in that video. Like I was hyped up for like the fact you guys kind of prepped me ahead of time and said there's a lot more just like lines and parkour in it rather than just like cool cinematic shots and like sunsets and like everybody up on a roof. Like this was just straight like lines.
This was just movement.
Yeah, it was just movement.
I got coffee in the wrong side and now my voice does not want to talk.
That's okay. It'd be like that. All right, we liked the video. We're gonna add a public comment. Loved all the lines built for this. Super sick seeing training non-stop.
Yeah, that's good. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I mean, their weekly like vlogs are interesting to watch too,
but it's different.
But it's very different.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Okay, we liked the video. We commented. We liked our own comment.
Before we finish, do you want to talk about the coloration of the video as far as like black and white, and then to color, and then black and white again?
Yeah, for sure. Like,
do you like that style, or did you find it distracting?
I didn't really notice it, to be honest.
Until I pointed it out.
Until you pointed it out, yeah. I noticed it on like one video. I think I would have preferred like color and everything.
Would you have preferred black and white and everything over switching like it is?
No, I don't love black and white videos.
So you would have just preferred it to be the same?
All color or flipping back and forth. I don't like all black and white videos.
And what about flipping back and forth versus just color?
I would prefer just color. Yeah, I find like flipping back and forth like,
That's what I'm wondering, like why is that?
I honestly find like you're missing something. Like it feels like that's part of the spot.
Does it feel like your depth perception is almost like missing because you don't have that color to like?
Maybe. I mean, my depth perception is missing all the time.
Well, yeah.
I don't really have that, but
because I think that's
it does feel like something is missing when you watch like a black and white video.
I wonder if part of the like stylistic reason for switching like this is like drawing attention to like a line that you think is like a better line. It's like, okay, this is a big line, let's like bring the color back in, like gearing it to like emphasize it.
Like maybe like it makes a line stand out more.
Right, that's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, I think for me it just feels like I'm not able to fully assess the area that they're in as well, which is weird. But it helps with like knowing like texture of things and like
as far as like what things are.
Yeah. But I mean, like even looking at this, like you know exactly what color all those rooftops are and walls and stuff like that, even without
Well, you're missing all the fine
I feel like you're missing the
details.
soul of a spot.
You're missing all the
parkour
fine
is-
details.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But parkour is a large part of it is about like seeing cool spots too. And I feel like this
Right.
definitely takes away from the spots.
Yeah, no, I think I agree with that. It was interesting to see somebody play around with that. I don't know if I've seen,
I mean, there are black and white like parkour videos
sure,
out
but
there.
I don't know if I've seen one where it like swaps all the time like this one does.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sure there probably is one out there. I just haven't seen it before personally.
Yeah.
And
See
then,
there,
yeah,
like
the
it
color
just
comes
fades
back
in.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so weird. And it's like I didn't expect those sticky outy things to be orange.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See that you're missing the fine details.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It changes it. Yeah, I like the color shots more. They're all wearing like black and white clothing anyway, so whatever.
I wonder. I can't remember what they've done.
Like I just feel like you didn't gain anything from putting it in black and white.
Maybe that's what they did in like the earlier caveman videos, and so they're keeping with the theme. I can't remember though.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
Anyway, that's that video.
That's that video. If you liked it, please like and comment and share. If you didn't like it, okay, too bad.
Let us know why you didn't like it.
Let us know why you didn't like it.
Share your opinion. That's
Yeah.
what we're trying to do. Create discussion within our community.
We're also super in need of like more channels to subscribe to. So if you know any like people who post parkour content that we could review, that'd be good. We prefer reviewing like lesser known people. We don't like doing like the storers as much.
But we will do it if there's nothing else to watch.
Yeah, exactly.
So send us stuff. Even if it's like an older video, but it's by somebody who's like a smaller channel, or it's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying. Send us things.
Send us things. All right, catch y'all in the next one.